welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 71 of the top 5 PvP battles. If you guys want to send in your own clips for the top 5, you can send them to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. And starting us off today, we have got Bangs on his Stamina Sorcerer. He's hanging around in the sewers here, and a bunch of DC come just plowing through this tunnel, and Bangs sets a huge Dawnbreaker there, goes for the Executioner, finishing one player off, finishing the second player with the roll Executioner cancel, and then streaking right through the group. And he tries to get the interrupt there with his bow. He is running the morph that interrupts off the res there, but the Templar manages to res the player just in time, and Bangs is just going to use the terrain here. He kites up the stairs, really good interrupt with the bow again, and a huge dizzy swing into the Dawnbreaker. He brings the Templar down, finishing the other player with the Executioner, and the blue players are starting to scramble here. They're putting pressure on Bangs, but he's got a lot of healing power as long as he keeps kiting them and keeps the dots on them with his Surge and Poison Injection. And there we see another awesome interrupt with the bow there. And Bangs is just going to keep his resource up here, goes for the Dark Deal, the Vigor beforehand to keep himself safe, and now he's going to go for the Dizzy Swing combo there. A big Dawnbreaker slap hitting two of the players, finishing the one guy with the Executioner there as more blue players come through the tunnel here. And Bangs is just going to keep the pressure on these guys. He right away starts setting the next combo here, gets an off balance on the Dragon Knight there, but he switches to change targets here, throw the injection down on this guy to stop the res, and a great kite up to the top there. A couple Dark Deals to get some stamina back, and unfortunately, I believe that Templar, I think, got the res there. He might have rolled out of it, but Bangs is going to do his best to keep the pressure on. He's got pretty low stamina here. He got the potion chug, a huge smack with that Dawnbreaker. He hit 4 players, and he's going to put a lot of pressure with the Executioner in, bringing one down. This guy not fast enough to heal up, and Bangs is going to try to close in for the Executioner there. But unfortunately, there was a little bit too much body block. He still gets him there. Nice stuff. And Bangs is just tanking out the damage here. Gets the interrupt with his bow into the Dawnbreaker, the Executioner, and now he's got just a single opponent left. Really nice stun with the partial charged heavy there. One last blue player comes charging in to try to stop it. A second one behind him, and Bangs is just going to reset his buffs here, get the off balance on this guy. There's the partial charged heavy stun, bringing that one down. The enemy Templar gets another res here, and Bangs is going to hit him with a huge dizzy combo into the Executioner, and he cleans that fight up. Now, for our next fight, we have got a 2vx brought to us by ShushBDO and his friend YFlux. And this is an insane fight. So there's a huge Zerg hanging around this this outpost here, and they're just pulling a few off to the side here. You can see he sets down the Blast Bones combo. There's the Dizzy, and he drops the Dawnbreaker as well, and I'm not sure what happened there. The Dawnbreaker didn't go off, but he got charged for it. So that was unfortunate, but nonetheless, he's going to keep the pressure on here. There, the Blast Bones jumps on his target, a big smack with the Dizzy into the Executioner, and these guys are going to quickly mop up the 6 or so players that followed them down here right away. And Shush is just going to keep the pressure on this guy here. He's thrown a lot of heals down, but there you see the Defile with the Blast Bones, and that guy's Vigor is not going to save him there. A few more Executioners to wear him down. And a single blue player coming to try to pick his buddies up. I mean, that's not the move you want to make here, just opening with a res like that, especially not in stealth, but there are more blue players on the hill that are going to throw him some heals and help him out there. More blue players in the back attempting to res the few that came down here as well. This guy gets, oh no, he gets smacked so good there. And now we've got, I think, 4 blue players on the bodies here. They're throwing pressure on top of Shush, and Shush is just going to do his best. He keeps his buffs up, keeps his defenses going, and just keeping those Blast Bones rotating on these guys. A low player here hits him with the Executioners and brings him down, and Shush just resets the buffs, resets the Blast Bones, sets this guy off balance into the Dawnbreaker combo, and the next Dizzy to bring him down. And YFlux also doing a great job cleaning up these blue on the other end here. And here we see, again, they're just picking off the last archer there. And just like that, man, the poor positioning from the blue group and the good body coverage from these two, and they managed to take out 10 plus blue players just like that. But there are a lot more blue players here, and they're going to run up the hill, and they're going to try to pick off a few more blue players. But what ends up happening is the Zerg chases them, and they chase them a really, really long time. I just fast forwarded the clip here, but look at how many players chase them into this tiny little hole here. And you guys know what's going to happen. If you don't, you're going to love it. All the blue players come jumping down into the hole. And look, they all start swimming into the water. There are Slaughterfish in these water. And just look at the AP ticking in on the left-hand side here. The one hand and shield leveling up. Oh, man. And just look at all the bodies as the blue group just wandered into the fish there. And just for the icing on the cake, look at this. Another guy sees all the dead players in the water. He just jumps down. He swims right to it. I don't even know what to say. What a fantastic clip. There's a lot to that fight. Be sure to check out ShushESO in the description below if you guys want to see the full fight. And for our next battle here, we have got Eman on the Stamina Sorcerer. And right off the bat, he quickly cleans up his first opponent there. And he's going to jump onto this guy there. A big smack with the dizzy swing. Eman is rocking a powerful build, man. He's got a lot of healing power, great durability, and a lot of damage too. And he's a Stamsorc, so he's not on the slow side either. He's got the streak to keep himself mobile. So he's going to re-engage with the blue, just a couple guys on top of the resource, or of the keep here. And Eman actually just decides to go for the guard. I think he just wanted to put a bit of pressure into the NPC, just to try to pull the blue players away from this front here. And he starts heading towards the tower, and we got some blue players chasing. So Eman manages to get in the tower. The DK jumps on top of him here, and Eman's just going to be patient and take it slow. He goes for that heavy attack into the poison injection, and he's just going to try to get the dizzy swing. Big damage with that. He hits him with the Dawnbreaker and the friendly Templar Javelin into the heel, saving his friendly player there. And Eman is not going to be able to stick that kill out, but he just kites around the corners here, goes for those dark deals. He's just keeping his resources high. And he's going to be patient with these blue players and wait for the opportunity to hit them with that big combo. And Eman just keeps on kiting them out. He's taking a lot of stuns from these guys. They're making sure to really pressure his stamina bar. And now he's got all of them at the top. Here is the coverage on the Dawnbreaker. A beautiful smack. And one player goes down. They've got a injured DK on the side there. But Eman opts out to aim for the Templar here. And a fantastic job bursting that guy down. And now he's got one more Templar just hucking javelins at him. Eman's going to sidestep the proc set there and gets a good Dawnbreaker smack. The Templar actually blocking the smack there. And Eman with the target shift onto the player on the left to finish him off. And now he's got just the Templar left at the top here. He's just going to hit him with those dizzy swings, man. Put the pressure on. The enemy Templar here is running what looks like a stamina build, and he goes for his shield ultimate there. And Eman is fighting a fairly tanky opponent, but again, this is a really cool build from Eman because he's got the ability to cut through these guys. And there you see the combo coming through on the tanky Templar, and he goes down, and a couple more players come running up the corner here. A Dragon Knight and what looks like a Sorcerer drops the negate as well, and Eman's just going to reset here. He's just keeping his defense up, keeping the vigors up. These enemy players putting quite a bit of pressure into him, but he does some great movement there to just lose the DK. The enemy Sorcerer going for those Destro heavies with the Lightning Staff. Oh, man. Eman just clips him with that Dawnbreaker, the Executioner, and gets a great smack on the DK as his buffs are down. Really well played. Now for our next fight, we have got Pelican ESO bringing us some Stamina Dragon Knight. Here you can see he engages with a lot of blue, sticks out the combo on the dizzy swing there, and he manages to get the kill. And he's just going to use the hop as he moves across the water there, so he doesn't have to lose any movement speed going in the water. And he pops just a tiny meditate and then gets behind this tree. Now what I love what Pelican does in this fight is how he uses his movement. He's not playing a super speedy build, but regardless of how fast you are, movement is so important in PvP. Just look at that kite maneuver. He uses the single tree to kite out almost all the blue players and gets a great amount of resource from the meditate there, and right away on the offensive once they jump on top of him. Takes a bit of a nasty stun there, and Pelican's just going to move behind the bridge here and right back into that meditate. The positioning is absolutely fantastic. Look how he whips out the heavy attack onto that blast bones as well, getting more resource back, and he sticks out the dizzy combo there. Huge damage on that guy. Pelican takes a lot of punishment himself, and he manages to get the kill there, throws the leap down on the rezzing player, and wow, that was a nasty smack there. I think he just one-shot that guy with the leap, and Pelican's just going to keep on keeping his defense up and kiting around this tree. And his movement with this group is really great. He's making sure to constantly move through them as they charge into him, and that just forces your opponent to turn around, buying you more time when they're not attacking you. And there you see again, just great positioning. He swivels to the back end of the group, and he swivels around again after getting the kill, forcing double turnaround there, and he manages to get a pretty decent meditate off there. He has the CC immunity up, and he could out-heal the damage, so he gets a nice amount of resource back there. And Pelican right away moving on to the next target. He just dots him up with the business, trying to go for the executioner combo. The enemy player gets a good dodge in there, and Pelican's going to keep on working him here. The fear's coming down. Pelican just sidesteps out of it. He's got the leap into the executioner. No, he just smacks him with the dizzy. Down that guy goes. Pelican's going to move on to the next target here. Oh man, the level 17 just wandered into the wrong fight. Poor guy. And Pelican's just going to keep using the tree. Really great positioning. Again, even though he is no longer fighting so many opponents, he's still playing really smart, keeping those resources high. And there you see the other player there opts out of staying with his friendly player. This guy is a lower level, but judging by how tanky he is, I'm guessing he's got a full set of CP on that low-level tune. And now the last guy here, Pelican just gives him the bash. Don't you go for that res. And look at this. The other guy doesn't want to fight anymore, and Pelican says, all right, that's good stuff, and lets him go. And ladies and gentlemen, for the final fight of the episode, we have got Bucko on the Stamina Nightblade. And this clip is an absolute pleasure to watch because Bucko is really working here. I mean, right off the bat, he tries to res his friend, and he's forced into using Psijic ultimate to survive right on the edge of survival at the beginning of the clip, and Bucko's going to go for a big kite here. He wants to pull this group apart and does not want to fight them under all of those NPCs, and here he's got a bit of distance broken. He goes for the heavy attack leading into the surprise attack on that player there. Gets good damage into him, but Bucko is just going to kite back through the inside here, switch to a more reasonable target, hits him with the ultimate, huge damage on that guy, big crits coming through with the surprise attack as well, and that poor player just gets nuked. Bucko drops a great fear there, trying to put the pressure in as well, but the enemy players react well with the heals, and Bucko is forced out of trying to keep that combo down, and just look at how he moves when he enters stealth here. Bucko gets another really nice kill. He's going to stop the res there. No, the enemy player does manage to get the res off. Bucko's going to kite back behind the terrain here. Tries to pop the cloak, and the enemy player pops the stealth detect just as he goes for his cloak there. So Bucko's forced to take that engagement out of stealth, but he does a great job just keeping that vigor up. He's making sure to stay defensively strong. There we see the enemy Templar dump the ultimate and everything, and that vigor coming in handy to keep Bucko's hit points high. And he's just going to go for lots of dynamic movement here. He's changing directions all the time when he enters stealth, when he's kiting through them, and he's dropping big combos on players when they're not expecting it. The rezzing player just gets nuked, and Bucko switching to another target here, bringing him down as well. So much damage coming out of this Nightblade build, and now they're going to put the pressure back on him. Bucko's just sticking to it. This guy goes for the Destro ult, and Bucko drops the damage on him, and that actually cancels out the Destro ult because he kills him. So it works in his favor, a really ballsy play, and Bucko's just going to go for that beautiful kite, completely losing the group there, nuking the player from behind with a 17k merciless resolve, and Bucko again taking huge pressure from the group, and he gets into stealth. The direction change again, just these guys have no idea where he's going. They cannot guess where Bucko's going to hit from and where he's running when he's trying to get away. And here we see another beautiful direction shift as the players come into the cubby there. Bucko just spins past them, and he manages to break huge distance from the group like this. And he gets himself into the tower here. He's just going to reset his buffs and wait for these guys to come up. Goes for that bow heavy attack. Really great strat. Just get a little bit of stamina back as they run up the staircase here. And then Bucko's going to get the greatsword heavy attack off as well into the fear. That's just a resource conservative play. That's a really, really smart move in that situation. And it buys him a nice opening on that warden there. But unfortunately, the warden manages to survive. And Bucko's just going to jump down the side here. and jump right back on top of this Warden. He tries to go for the fear there, goes for these surprise attacks, but these guys are moving around quite a bit. Bucko just gets counter-stunned by him as well. There's some weird loading screens going on, and now he's got the opportunity to try to drop a combo. He gets a nice fear there. This guy drops off the edge, and what's Bucko gonna do? He jumps down after him. This guy's pretty low HP. He's got his resources, I think, tested here too, because Bucko's been putting good pressure into him. Is he gonna make it inside? The Warden just manages to escape. And a bit of a taunt there from Bucko, as he didn't want that guy to get away. And this enemy Warden comes up here. Bucko just puts big damage into him, just tanking out the damage that the Warden returns there. He switches to this other player in the back, and there's the Warden's ultimate coming down. Bucko goes for his medium armor skill there, giving him this snare immunity that he needs, and he just sprints on away from this ultimate. Now, the enemy Warden here has been chasing after him for a bit, so I would imagine the stamina bar might be a little bit on the lower side. Here the Warden comes up. Bucko is just taking a pause there. I almost want to say maybe he was hitting the record button on his Xbox, and there we see big damage into that Warden. He shoots the Merciless Resolve. Wow, that guy just gets nuked. Bucko moving on to the next target here. He also has a player up top behind him there, and he opts out of staying at the bottom there, which is a good call. Down comes the Meteor here, and Bucko gets hit by a nasty stun there as well. I'm not really sure what did that. I almost want to say it looked like maybe the NPC's forecasted stun, but Bucko returns huge damage onto this Dragonite here. This guy just manages to drop down and heal up in time, and he's going to try to get away. And unfortunately he does, but nonetheless, fantastic fight. Really great Nightblade. And for our bonus clip today, we have got Jaret bringing us some Nightblade revenge. A big shout out, of course, to everybody who sent those clips in. Thank you guys so much. And as always, we've got links to the channels featured today down in the description below. If you guys want to send in your own clips, you can send them to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. Check out my Twitter if you guys want to keep up to date with my shenanigans. Give me a follow on Twitch if you guys want to catch live gameplay from me. You can check out my website, KristoferESO.com, for written guides, as well as a hub for all of my ESO content. We are sponsored by What the Fast. They're a VPN for gamers. They give you better ping to your favorite games, and they're free to try for the first 30 days. And of course, if you guys love the show and you want to help support it, you can always become a patron on Patreon. A big thank you to everybody who helps support the show, and a big thank you to everybody just for watching, and a big thank you to everybody for sending in those clips. And as always, everyone, have a great night.